Good morning, John Paul. Lovely to have you all back. So, I'm just waiting to see if oh, I'm glad you can see me, Raya. Good morning, Ahmad. Good morning, Renee. Good morning, Nima. Good morning, Jason. Good morning, Caris. Oh my word. Good morning, Chloe, Josh, Savera, Kenzie, Kiwi, Chloe, Destiny. Wow, so many of you out there. And so I'll start then. Oh, this is quite scary. Not only is this my first English lesson to deliver live to you, Year 6 are now joining us in Year 5. So good morning, Joshua. So I'm quite nervous this morning and I'm all on my own as well. So I'm hoping everything is working and everything will go fine. Hi, Tiffany. Good morning, Cole. Thank you, Jason. And just a quickie, Amy, I got the biscuits. Thank you very much. I might set some more baking tasks if that's the reward I get for doing that. Good morning, Oscar. So today we are going to learn about fact, opinion, and point of view. And thank you for that vote of support, Jason. So that's what we're going to learn about today. Good morning, Leah. And Oscar, I'll say as many good mornings as I can possibly, but with with so many of you, it might be a bit more difficult. Thank you, Riley. I do feel the pressure though. Right, so if you want to comment, and as most of you have already commented already, you know that if you can go to the Year 5 or Year 6 virtual site, there is a comment box here that you can answer any questions on. When you see this icon, listen, that's when I would like you to be listening, please, not writing anything, just listening at that moment in time. That's my teaching time. And if you see this icon, that's when I would like you to write something, and we'll go through what I would like you to write as we go along. So this morning, our learning outcomes are to understand the difference between fact and opinion, to know what a fact and what an opinion is, and to understand a point of view and the differences and similarities and how all of these aspects mix together in writing and in reading. So we're listening. Our previous learning, what you need to know, what you've learned in the past. And what you've learned in the past is that a fact is a statement that can be proved with evidence. It can be proved true with evidence. Good morning, Akmal and Zahar. I hope I said that correctly. An opinion expresses a belief or a feeling about something. And the point of view of a story is the perspective from which the story is told, or if it's non-fiction, the perspective the article is written from. So, reader time. For those that are new to our lessons, when I was teaching maths, I always started the lesson with a bit of a riddle. So I've decided to carry that into my English lessons. So I'm going to give you a riddle and you'll see my writing icon, which means that I would like an answer from you. So the riddle is, what word is spelled wrong in the dictionary? Over to you. Good morning, Atmal. See who can be fastest finger. We used to, Year 5 used to have fastest fingers, see who could. Good morning, Nanny. Oh, it's lovely to see you there. So waiting for some answers. So what word is spelled wrong in the dictionary? Well done, Oscar. That does not surprise me. Well done, Zahir. Other children are obviously having to think about this. Oh, not quite. Well done, Renee. Well done, Oscar, Tiff, Riley. So we've got lots of right answers coming in so far. Is anyone going to join them? The scary bit is I've run out of numbers and lines down the side, so I'm hoping that your comments will still be able to come through. I'm sure Mr. Croxon, if he's listening, will make sure that that happens. And for those of you that have written the answer, it is wrong. Wrong is always spelled wrong in the dictionary. Okay, and there's me in my little happy ha ha ha. Those of you that I tricked with that riddle, but depending on how well you do, I might have to make them trickier as we go along, and I get used to working with more of you. So let's talk fact and opinion. Our school is currently closed to Year 5 pupils. I think that it should be open to Year 5 pupils. Which statement can be proved? So over to you. Which statement can be proved? I'm thinking that my virtual questions and comments isn't working at the moment because I'm reloading it, and we've got over since we've started, we've got over 3,500 comments. So it'll just take a little while to kick back in, and fingers crossed I'll have some answers from you. Still telling me it's working at the moment. And for those of you that have been with me right from the beginning, you can see that I'm being quite calm about this, considering how it's gone in the past when anything's gone wrong. So let's see what I can see. There we go. I've got some answers. They're in a completely different place to the other answers. So I'll just scroll back up. Oh, what a techno nightmare this morning. I'm just going to refresh it again. So I'll move on. I'm sorry about this. So the statement that can be proved, our school is currently closed to Year 5 pupils, that is a fact. There are no Year 5 pupils in school. So the other statement must be what I believe. That is my opinion, what I believe. So let's talk. You're listening. I know that our school is closed to Year 5 pupils because I teach here. I know that my classroom is empty of pupils. I am a Year 5 teacher, and it's something that I can prove. It is a fact. The second statement tells you what I think. No schools are open to Year 5 at the moment, but I think it's a good idea for them to be. That's my opinion. The words I think and should are clues that this statement is an opinion. It's my opinion. I'd love to be back in the classroom. And I know a lot of the children in Year 5 would like to be back there too. So a fact can be proven. Sometimes you can see the proof easily. Sometimes you can check a fact in a reference book. Facts answer who, what, where, when, why, and how questions. Now, it's one thing that we need to be careful about is that when we go to the internet straight away nowadays to check facts, but sometimes the internet is not always accurate. You've heard of the term fake news. Well, there can be fake facts out there. If you use Wikipedia, the people like you and I can just go in and edit Wikipedia. So the facts that we read there aren't always necessarily the true fact, the actual facts. Okay, so an opinion may or may not be true. An opinion is what someone believes. It's kind of judgment. People can have different opinions about the same subject. Opinions can be based on facts or feelings. So there's lots of facts out there at the moment, and lots of things going on in the world that people have different opinions about, and it's okay to express an opinion in a peaceful way. And sometimes opinions contain clue words such as I believe, I think, most, best, should, better than, or worst. They are just clue words that you might come across. There are others as well, but if you look out for the clue words, then you will see that it's an opinion more than a fact. Hello, Abu. Nanny, don't worry. What I would do is I would come out of the stream and go back into it, and maybe that'll help with the video stopping for you. Sorry, the rest of you just trying to help some children with some technical issues that have come on. So let's work through a task together. In the deep, scientists use special machines to take maps of the ocean floor. They send sound waves down to measure how deep each spot is. They can also use satellite information to make computer pictures. They have found that the Earth's highest mountain range is underwater. There are also volcanoes, slopes, flat areas, and much more. The bottom of the ocean is so interesting. Fact or opinion? Scientists use special machines to make maps of the ocean floor. From our article here, our paragraph here, is that a fact or an opinion? Over to you. Good, I'm glad that's worked, Nanny. Jason, you know what's real and what's not real, because facts can be proven. There will be something, the evidence out there to prove that fact. So that's how you know that it is real. It can be proven. Oh, thank you for my correct answers so far. I've just lost them all again. I don't know what's happening with my Chromebook this morning, but oh, Severa, think about this. Scientists use special machines to make maps of the ocean floor. Is that my opinion, or is it an actual fact? Do they actually do that? Lots of correct answers there. So you are correct. It is a fact. It can be proven. That is what scientists do. They use special machines to take maps of the ocean floor. That is a fact. And if you were a scientist that worked and studied oceans, that's what you would use if you wanted to know. Fact or opinion? The bottom of the ocean is so interesting. Is that a fact or opinion? The bottom of the ocean is so interesting. Oh, I like that with the explanation, Jason. Well done, Summer. Or think about that, Leah and 6NN. Could you put those words, those two words, I think, in there? Excellent, well done. Lots of correct answers there. And of course, it is an opinion. You could, because one of you has said that it's not an opinion because it doesn't have the words I think in there. But could we put the words I think in there into that box? I think the bottom of the ocean is so interesting. We could, and it would make sense. So, and you have to think about the bottom of the ocean. If you are an oceanographer, a scientist studying the ocean, you might be very, very interested in the bottom of the ocean, what's there, how many shipwrecks are there, what creatures live so far down, what is at the very, very bottom of the ocean. You might be really, really interested in that. But if you're an astronomer and your love of study is space, then what's at the bottom of the ocean might not be that interesting to you. So we can balance it out as well by thinking about what is important. So to scientists, oceanographers who study the ocean, the bottom of the ocean is a very, very interesting place. But for other areas of science, they might not find the bottom of the ocean quite as interesting as they find space or the sky, or archaeologists might find digging up remains of the past. So it's all about what they think. So another question, fact or opinion? There are also volcanoes, slopes, flat areas, and much more. Hi, Fabian. Right, Leah, I will go over your question shortly when I've gone over the answer. Well done, Summer. Well done, Nima. Well done, Amy E. Well done, Renee. Well done, Leah. Well done, John Paul. Well done, Oscar. Good morning, Marwa. Well done. Tiffany, Cole, Severa, well done. Lots of correct answers out there. It is a fact. It can be proven. If you went to the bottom of the ocean, you would definitely find volcanoes, slopes, flat areas, and much more. Now, one of the children has said that they don't quite understand the difference. Good morning, Ishmael. Between fact and opinion. So fact is that it can be proven. There is evidence out there to prove that statement. And an opinion is what someone believes and what they express, and an opinion can be based on facts or feelings. It's what a person thinks, really. So The difference is the fact is actually can be proven. It is so. I am sitting in my classroom presenting a live lesson to year 5 and 6. That is a fact. Now, whether my lesson is any good or entertaining or not is a matter of opinion. Some children hopefully would say yes, and others will probably think, I don't really like her teaching style, and so on. And that would be an opinion, okay? And that would be based on the fact that I am actually sitting here delivering this lesson. Good morning, Braden. Good morning, Sahab. Gosh, lots of children joining us as well. So let's think. We're stepping it up. Give me another fact from that paragraph. So what other facts are there in that paragraph that could be proven? Statements that could be proven. Good morning, Isla. Thank you, Riley. That's your opinion, though. Thank you, Cole. That's your opinion, though, as well. So give me another fact from that paragraph. What statements can be proven? Would there be evidence for? Yes, but we've already said that one, Fabian. You can't have a fact that we've already used. So there's a couple of facts in there that we actually haven't used for our questions. So what are those facts that can be proven? Well done, Nima. Well done, Cole. Well done, Oscar. Some of you are really understanding facts and opinions. Well done. Well done, Amy E. Well done, John Paul. What is the fact? What is the fact? Well done, Marwa. Lots of correct answers coming in there. Well done, Keely. Well done, Summer. Well done, Zahar. Okay, so we'll have a look. I found two. I found they can also use satellite information to make computer pictures, and they have found the Earth's highest mountain range underwater. There were a couple of others to come through as well that were correct. Oscar as well, and John Paul. So there are other facts in there, other points that can be proven. So they do use satellite information to make the computer pictures, and they have found the Earth's highest mountain range underwater. So those are actual facts. Grey whales. I was going to. I think I've gone on too many slides. Let's go back. No, I'm in the right place. Right, grey whales. Grey whales spend their winters in warm waters off Mexico. I think it is very smart of them. The females give birth to their young and nurse them during this time. By late spring, the whales begin swimming north. they travel about 5,000 miles to the waters of the Arctic. These are their feeding grounds. They eat tiny creatures that look like shrimp. Grey whales are really amazing. So, fact or opinion? I think that is very smart of them. So, I think that it's smart of them to go spend their winters in the warm in Mexico. I'm not sure we can get from the children that are on that we could actually get a 1,000 comment stream, Riley. What you have to remember is when 80 teachers are streaming, they are streaming to 80 schools all over the country. I am only streaming to year 5 and year 6 children. So some correct answers coming in. Sahib, Leah, Keely, Renee, Summer, Kiwi, John Paul, Severa, Amy, E, Haraya, Zahar, Fabian, Marwa. Riley, do you really think that? Because it says I think in the question, so I think is a very, very good clue. Okay, I can't keep up with how quickly this stream's going. So it is an opinion. I think that it's very smart of them. I think that it's very smart of them to go and spend their winters in the warm of Mexico's waters. But that is my opinion. It's not, they do go and do it. That is true. But the fact that I think it's very smart of them is an opinion. The fact that they do it is that's where they spend their winters. But the very smart of them part is my thoughts. So that is the opinion. So fact or opinion, the females have their young and nurse them at this time. Good morning, Rihanna. Leah, how can I help you? Can you type how I can help you? Quick answers coming in. Zahar, Sahib, Kiwi, Tiffany, Amy, Leah, Renee, Isla, Destiny, Haneen, Severa, Nima, Marwa, Tiffany, John Paul, Oscar. We have a new child, Anubis, apparently. Braden, Haraya, Tiffany. You're doing amazingly well. It is a fact. It is a fact. That is where they go to have their young. Good morning, Mason. And it can be backed up with evidence. I love how some of you are actually taking the time to further develop your answers by giving me the reason why you think it's a fact or why you think it is an opinion. So well done for that, going that extra mile. So, fact or opinion, they travel about 5,000 miles to the water of the Arctic. And I apologise, I should have a Y on that there. It should be they travel. They travel about 5,000 miles to the waters of the Arctic. Thank you, everyone, for telling me who Anubis is. I will investigate that further at a later point. Someone can explain it to me because that's something I don't understand. Well done, Leah. First in with your correct answer there. Well done, Summer. Well done, Anine. Well done, Cole, John Paul, Marwa, Isla, Oscar, Ishmael, Sahib, Marwa, Braden, Fabian. Well done, Year 6. You are smashing this. Nima, Araya, well done. It is a fact. It is a fact. That's what happens. That's how far they travel from where they are to the waters of the Arctic. So 5,000 miles, that's a lot of distance to cover. I'm not quite sure how they do it. I'm sure if you've been actually looking and investigating the oceans with Richard Attenborough, then you might have more of an insight in how they actually survive that 5,000-mile journey. Or by the end of the week, after you've completed your topic, you might know the answer to that. So give me another opinion from the paragraph. What is an opinion in that paragraph? Not a fact, not something that can be proven, something that the writer thinks. So something that the writer of the paragraph thinks or believes rather than can be proven. How, Surveyor, can you tell me how I can help you? If you type into the comments how I can help you, I can go over that for you. Thank you, Riley. Do they do it in one day or does it take them longer? Well done, Isla. Well done, Nima. Well done, Leah. Well done, Renee. Well done, Sahib. Well done, Zahar. Well done, Kiwi. Well, I think you've nailed this. Be time to moving on soon. Oh, Summer, we've done that one. That was the one that we shared at the beginning. Anine, well done. John Paul, well done. Fabian. Mason, well done. Thank you. Riley, I think I knew that really. Keely, well done. Oh, I think that eating time, oh, look like shrimp. That is an opinion in that statement, look like shrimp. You are right there, Oscar, making me think on my toes as well there. So it is, grey whales are really amazing, although Oscar did come up with that look like shrimp. So he has decided that the fact that someone has said that they look like shrimp is their opinion. And it could be an opinion, but it could be a fact. If we actually saw them and knew what they looked like, we could perhaps see what the evidence that person has to back up that fact. Okay, so before we move on, I will go over again. Most of you have understood this, but some of you are asking me to clarify some aspects of our learning. So a fact is actual, it can be proven with evidence. Okay, so at the moment, Savera is watching and taking part in our live lesson. I know that is a fact because her name keeps coming up and she's giving me answers. So I know that she's out there participating in the lesson. So Savera is watching the lesson, taking part in the lesson, sending me answers. That is a fact. I have evidence on my screen to prove that. Okay, So an opinion is what someone believes. So going back to my original statement is I believe that year 5 should be allowed to come back into school. I believe that. I think that that is my opinion. Someone else's opinion might be that no, they don't think it's time for any more children to come back to school just yet. So it's not something that can be proven with a fact at the moment. Be proven like a fact. Sorry. So, and another opinion. Oh, there's so many that I could think of. I believe that doing live lessons is very, very scary indeed. Someone else might believe that doing live lessons is a great thing and that they really enjoy it. I would rather be standing in front of a classroom delivering my lesson than in front of a screen. That is my opinion. Someone else, another teacher from somewhere in the world that is doing this exact same thing, might believe that this is the best way to teach and that this is a way forward, that from now on, maybe we teach remotely like this and we teach you all. So live lessons is a way forward. So that's someone's opinion. So my opinion is that I would prefer to stand in front of a class and teach. Another teacher's opinion, like the ones we see on the adverts now all of the time for different meat programs, saying that it's the best thing and they see this as a way forward. That's their opinion. So no one knows what the best way forward will be. Hopefully, it will be back in our classrooms. So hopefully that's cleared it up for the children that that have been just asking me to clarify fact and opinion. So I hope that's helped. If not, message me again and I'll go back over it. So point of view is quite tricky. I think separating points of view from opinions is quite a tricky task, to be perfectly honest. So let's have a look. The point of view of a story is the perspective from which the story is told, whether it is the main character, another character, or the author. And we will probably talk about that in terms of first person, second person, third person narration. So from what perspective is the story being told? In nonfiction, the point of view is the perspective the article is being written from. So someone, when they're writing a newspaper article or someone is giving a witness statement, they will give their point of view. So people express different points of view all of the time, and writers are no exception. Often these points of view are based on facts and opinions. In many cases, feelings are involved too. It is important to identify a writer's point of view and then compare it with what you yourself think. So if you can identify the point of view, then you can compare it with what you think. I don't blame you, Ahmad. I would do my work at school as well. The point of view of an expert based on knowledge and evidence is usually valuable and worth reading. So the point of view of someone who is giving you scientific evidence and knowledge, their point of view about things is worth reading, again, because it's a point of view. You do not have to agree with it. A viewpoint based on first-hand experience or from an eyewitness often offers new insights into a situation. So if you have points of view, different viewpoints of a situation that is happening and someone witnesses it, depending on where they actually stand or where they are at that moment, can give a different viewpoint of a situation that occurred. When news news reports, edit information, they can sometimes edit it to give their point of view, to give the point of view of the news channel, or if it's a newspaper writer, give the point of view of the newspaper. So if they support one particular party, then when you read an article, it would be more supportive of that party. So, for instance, if it was a newspaper that supported the Labour Party more, their point of view as it came across would be in more support of the Labour Party and against the Conservatives, and vice versa. So the point of view will come across throughout the article. Considering other points of view doesn't mean you have to agree, but it can broaden your understanding of a subject, the reader's understanding of a subject. Good readers consult several sources on a subject that interests them. So if you're a good reader, you will look at different sources, different points of view, in order to help you develop your own and maybe understand your own a little bit more. When you read a range of texts, you find both facts and opinions. Many accounts also reflect the writer's point of view or how they feel about a subject. A good reader tries to determine the reader's point of view. A good reader might think, what opinions are expressed? So as I'm reading, what opinions are expressed in the story? What kinds of words are used to describe people, places, events? Are these words positive and negative? How do they express the writer's feelings? Do I agree with this point of view? And what might another point of view be? Now, I tried to find a story that I thought best gave point of view in the simplest of terms. So the point of view is the author's side of the story, who is telling their story and what their feelings about the subject within the story is. And it will also give you their point of view about a character. So the language that they use to describe a character or a situation will give their point of view. So I looked at the Three Little Pigs, and the Three Little Pigs, how the story unfolds, you can see that the author's point of view is that wolves are evil. The wolves plot and tries to trick the pigs, so they're sneaky. And also, I think that one of the points of view that comes across is that maybe the author, the writer, prefers pigs to wolves, and that pigs come out of the story a lot better. You get the perspective of the pigs are smarter than the wolf and can outwit him, which they do in the end. So the wolves don't come across in a very positive manner in that story. But there are other versions of the story that are then told from the wolf's perspective, from his point of view, and then that changes the story totally and flips it on its head. So depending on the perspective that a writer wants you to follow, then the point of view from the same story can be altered just by writing it from a different character's perspective. So dolphins, going to look at dolphins, and this will reinforce our opinion and fact part of the lesson. Oh, I like that word, Riley, sly indeed. Do dolphins and people have special relationships? Over the centuries, many civilizations have told stories of bonds between people and these incredible creatures. In an ancient Greek story, the god Dionysus changes some pirates into dolphins. An Australian myth tells about an hero named the Wonder who turned into a helpful dolphin. In a tale from Peru, a pink dolphin sometimes becomes human. Even today, people report stories of dolphins helping swimmers or guiding ships through dangerous seas. So, what is the writer's opinion of dolphins? What opinion do you think the writer has about dolphins from that article? Now, I know some of you have to break for your break time now, but our live lesson continues, but it is recorded, so you can always go back and watch what you have missed. So if you have to go to break, I'll see you again on Thursday. And if year 5, you stay with us because we've got more of the lesson to complete. So what is the writer's opinion of dolphins? Yes, Fabian, that is correct. I'm sure it's that. It might. It's okay, Miss Francois is just asking me. Just asking me for my photocopier code, and it's such a long time since I've used it. I don't think I can remember it. Oh, you have break at 11. Okay, thank you. Okay, so what is the writer's opinion? What does the writer think about dolphins? What does he believe? Okay, so I want you to tell me, not whether it's a fact or an opinion, whether you can determine from the text what the writer thinks about dolphins. The opinion is what the writer thinks about them. Well done, Sahey. Well done, Amy. Thank you, Isla. I'll just give you another 30 seconds. Thank you. It says Nia. I'm not sure whether Nia is the name I'm supposed to be reading out. Well done. Well done, Savara. Well done, Mason. Well done, Riley. Well done, Jason. So let's have a look. I put that he seems to admire them. He thinks that they are creatures that we should admire and revere in a way. All of your answers are equally as good. Yes, thank you, Braden. That's a good answer. Well done. So yeah, he seems to admire them. He seems to think there's something mystical and magical about them. So using the text still, which word in the passage is a clue for how the writer feels about dolphins? Is it A, incredible, B, pink, or C, dangerous? And you only have to message me A, B, or C for that answer. Lovely answer, Haneen. Well done, Marwa. So what do you think, A, B, or C? Does he feel that they are incredible, pink, or dangerous? Well done, Amy E. You were first then. Ina, well done. Nima, well done. Renee, Oscar. These are my fastest finger children, the first 5 correct answers to come up. Well done. Well done, Mason, Jason, Leah, Fabian. Oh, they're all coming up now. Ishmael, Marwa, Anine, Severa, John Paul, or Chloe. Think about that for me, please. Just check. Oh, no, he only thinks one, Leah. What is it, A, B, or C? It's not A, B, and C. He doesn't think all of those things. Gosh, you can tell how some of you have had practice at home learning in year 6 because you're so fast off the mark. So the answer is A, incredible. He thinks they are incredible. Okay, he feels that they are incredible creatures. Which phrases best reflect the writer's point of view? Don't worry, I'm not going to leave you out there to actually come up with the phrases. I'm giving you 3 phrases and you just have to message me A, B or C. So is he A, unimpressed by dolphins and their relationships with people? B, admiration of dolphins and their relationship with people? Or C, angry about dolphins and their relationships with people? So what is a writer's point of view? Which phrase best reflects the writer's point of view? Well done, Leah. Well done, Amy E. Well done, John Paul. Oscar. Oh, think about it. Riley and Severa. Isla, well done. Renee, well done. Nima, you might want to think about that one again. And Anine, well done. Braden, Fabian, Sahib. I've got Lee Forest answer here. I don't know who has written me that. Nima, that's better. Thank you. Marwa, Ishmael, Riley, Tiff, Keeley, Nia. So it is B. It is correct. He admires dolphins and their relationship with people. All of this this passage is about how wonderful that his point of view is that he thinks they're wonderful creatures that should be admired. So, what point of view might a sailor have of dolphins? So, the phrase towards the bottom, it says about dolphins helping swimmers or guiding ships through dangerous seas. So, if you were a sailor on a ship in a dangerous sea, what point of view might you have of dolphins? So, what would the sailor have? So, what point of view might a sailor have of dolphins? I can't take a breath because of the comments, Riley, you're right. Well done, Jason. Well done, Renee. Well done, Summer. Oh, Marwa, I like those words, the descriptive words that you've used. Ismail, well done. Lots of correct answers coming through. So I put that they are special creatures. So lots of you put that they are helpful and clever. Amazing and heroic are some words that came through as well. Incredible, helpful. So lots of correct answers around what a sailor's point of view might be about dolphins. So over to you. I've set you a task today and I have set your task in Google Documents. It is two passages, one that is based more around fact and opinion, and then some questions to answer about fact and opinion, and then one that is heavier towards point of view. So when you get time, if you have time this afternoon to complete that task, I don't think if you showed as much understanding as you did in the stream that it will take you very long. So thank you for joining me, and I'll look forward to seeing you all on Thursday. And I will now say over to you. And remember that Miss Francois will be delivering your live maths lesson at 11:15. So come back for that. Have a break now, and I will see you soon. Bye, folks. Bye.